up, you guys? Welcome to my mini haul from Tokyo, Japan, from my vacation. If you've been watching my shorts here, or if you've been following me on Instagram and Facebook and now Threads, I'm starting to get used to Threads now. You definitely saw my videos, my posts, even in my stories, and I had an amazing time there. I was there for almost 2 weeks, and I will tell y'all this. Japan had never been on my list of places to visit before, not for any particular reason. It just wasn't on my list. And I've certainly traveled internationally before. Now, I haven't traveled extensively, so I haven't been to like a gazillion countries, but Japan was just not on my places to visit. And I don't even know why. But when my daughter moved there, then guess what? Japan got on my list, right? So she and her husband lived there, and that's what took me to Japan. And I fell in love. I literally fell in love. I told my daughter last night, as a matter of fact, I said, if I did not have grandchildren here in the States, I would move to Tokyo. That's how much I loved it. And it literally has become my favorite vacation place so far. Greece was my place. Greece was my jam. I spent about 2 weeks in Greece too. It was a full 2 weeks, 14 days, something like that, in Greece, to these different islands. And then of course in Athens, and we went to Turkey while we were there. But Greece that was my place, and I still love it. Listen, I still love Greece, want to go back without a doubt. But Tokyo topped it all for me. And it was the combination of the people, the environment, the culture, the compassion that I was witnessing, the standards, all of that. And of course, the city is beautiful. Seeing Mount Fuji from my balcony, come on. So that was amazing. Seeing all the people. I think there's like 40 plus million people there. The buildings, the green space, the temples, the food, all of those things were amazing, but it was the people for me. That's what really did it for me. It was the people, again, just the respect that they have for one another, the compassion that they show, the restraint that they show, but at the same time, with all of that, the individuality that they showed. And I loved it. I could go on and on, but that's not what you're here for. I will at some point do a video where I will share with you 4 or 5 lessons that I have learned from being there in Tokyo during that time that I will be incorporating in my own life. So, but let me get to this haul. So here's the only thing that I wanted to do. There were only 2 things that I wanted to purchase when I got to Tokyo. I wanted to get, and these are real small things, y'all, but I wanted to get a home decor or home design magazine, right? A Japanese home design magazine. If you know, I've been an interior designer for over 20 years. I used to work for a company, and then I, ran my own company. Now I just do it on a very, very part-time basis, but I will always be involved in interior design. I do consulting for interior designers. I'm probably moving more into that to help other people with their homes just through consulting, not necessarily actually doing the thing, but I will always be involved in interior design. So that was one of the things I wanted to do, was to have a Japanese home design book. And so of course you had the Americanized versions for the Japanese design. So you had Elle Decor Japan. I didn't want an American style Japanese magazine. I wanted a real Japanese home decor magazine, and that's exactly what I got. And so you see it opens the opposite direction, and I don't know what that says, but this magazine, I just fell in love with it. And so, it's got, of course, beautiful pictures and things like that. And of course it has the beautiful language in it that I cannot read, and it's all right. But this was one of my favorites. They had several, but this one was one of my favorite magazines. And so I definitely got that. The other thing that I wanted to do too was to do some vintage shopping. I wanted to go to the thrift store. I wanted to find one piece that was real unique and really different, and I certainly found that. So I'm going to get to that in a second. So the first thing that I got was this home decor magazine that I will proudly display on my table with my other magazines. The next thing that I got I went to this store called John's Blend. So John, like the name John, John's Blend. This store was beautiful. This store was so pretty. I think I went back, excuse me, 2 or 3 different times. They're all about scents, whether it's for, your hair, your body, or your home. And so I picked out, I wanted these incense. I didn't want anything for the body. I didn't want to bring candles and things like that back. But this incense, I am obsessed with it. I love Nag Champa incense. That is an Indian incense. It smells amazing. The wood sticks, the Palo, what is it called? Palo Santos. It's so popular now. I love those. I have those. But this incense, and I don't even know if I could get this clear for you to be able to see the name of that. Okay. I don't know if I can get that up there clear. All right. Yeah, you can see it there. It's fragrance number 18. It's called Musk Kinmokusei, I think. Kinmokusei. It's good. That's what you need to know. It's good. And I'm sure John's Blend has a website. When I tell you, the way that they package everything was amazing. Just the packaging alone. Look at this. This little extra detail here is everything. But the packaging alone made you want to buy something. But the scents deliver. This is one of the reasons why I was like, I got to get this mini haul done so I can open these up and burn these. I'll be glad when we get smell-o-vision. I think that's going to be a thing because you all need to be able to smell these incense right through this camera. Oh my gosh. And then they put these samples of, and I'll use these too. Oh, and this was in the white musk because I was trying to decide if I was going to get the white musk incense until I smelled this. And white musk, is popular. You can get that around the world, but it's very popular there. But this right here, this scent here, Musk Kinmokusei, again, fragrance number 18. But they put the samples of the white musk shampoo and conditioner in the bag. So I'm definitely going to try that. So I got that. That was the next thing. So the magazine and the incense. Then I found this really cool hat because I love a hat, y'all. Y'all know I love a hat. And definitely I wear my scarves, but I will put a hat on top of it in a minute. And so this is from a store called Azul. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah. Azul. Azul. Yeah, Azul. And this is kind of it says Azul by Mousy or Mousy, Moussy. And it's really like a little bit modern version of a newsboy cap. And so I was playing around with it. And I was like, okay, I can do this a couple ways. I'm not going to style this whole thing like this, but you can wear it up a little bit because I like that little rounded style like that, or you can bring it down and give it more of a newsboy cap. Fine, but I like it being rounded, And then when I came home, one of the reasons why I bought this, because when I was there and I was like, oh, this would be so cool with like a vintage brooch on it. So I have some from my mom. And then when I came back, I went to this vintage store and picked up probably 2 or 3, and you can cluster them on the side or maybe just put one really cool one there. So I'll be styling this, but yeah, I love me a cap on top of my scarf. So I got this. Yeah, I love this. I love caps. And this is made out of wool too, so I'll be definitely enjoying this throughout the winter. Then we went to this store. We went to this place. This was in Kamakura, Kamakura. We were going to one of the temples there. I think that's where, yes, that's where we saw the giant Buddha. So if you saw the video of the giant Buddha, this is where we were at, because there's, it takes you a while to kind of walk to the temple. And in the process of that, you're passing shops and restaurants and just all of the things. And so I found this pair of shoes, y'all. I wanted something. If I was going to get some kind of clothing, just like with the hat, I wanted it to be something different, not something that would be easily found in the States. And these shoes are different, and I love them. I was trying to decide between 2 pairs. There was one that was more colorful, and this is more subtle. And they're not like extremely different or anything like that, but they're different for me, and I love them. I can hardly wait to wear these. But look at those. those are so cool. This is what got me. This gap between the sole and the heel, that's what got me. I always love plaid. I always love mixing textures and patterns. So I got to find something really cool to mix with this because, like I said, I love mixing patterns. But this is going to be cute with jeans. It'll be so cute with a maxi dress or skirt. I love the little zipper on it there, and then the buckle here on the front. But I love these. Love them. I probably walked around in that store with these and another pair for I don't know how long, trying to decide, am I going to buy them? Am I going to wear them? You know, what can I wear them with? Do I really love them? Because I don't care where I'm at or what I'm buying. If I don't love it, I'm not getting it. I'm not that person that's just going to buy something just to say I bought something in Tokyo. I ain't doing it, okay? Or I'm not going to a store here and say, you know, and just buy something just to say that I bought something from the store. Not doing it. But I did. I fell in love with things. I fell in love with them. So I just, oh, I can hardly wait to wear them. Like I said, this gap sealed the deal for me. So I have those. And then also I think, I don't think we did get those in Kamakura now that I think about it, because I got these for sure there. I'll have to stop and think where I got those shoes. It might have been, it wasn't in Harajuku. I can't think right now, but I did get these there in Kamakura. This was definitely on the way to see the giant Buddha. I remember this for sure. And this was just a little cool shop that had all these wooden things, and I love wood. And so, you know, I'm all about drinking that coffee and tea. And so I thought, oh, this would be so cute for my next interview for my Cup and Conversation series. So I had to get that. I love this. Like, love it. The wood grain, solid wood, love it. And then these really cool little stirrers, little spoons. I couldn't decide which that I liked. I like the little one here, but then I'm like, yeah, I also want this to be useful too. And, you know, with my little cup. So these will go on my little coffee and tea bar, either upstairs or downstairs. I don't know which one I'll put it at, but in there. And I'm actually setting up one in my office too, so I'm gonna end up having 3 coffee and tea areas in my home, because one in my kitchen, one in my bedroom, and then, like I said, one in my office. So that was that. Now the other piece, because remember I told you I wanted to find a place, I wanted to go thrifting, I wanted to go vintage shopping, and we found an amazing area, and my daughter hadn't even gone to that, so that was exciting to be able to see her, you know, to be able to go there with her, and she experienced it too. It was a whole little area of gosh, she just told me last night. Anyway, I can't think of the name of it, but I found this. Oh my God. I was so obsessed when I saw this. You know, when you see something and you know it's exactly what you were looking for, but you didn't know that you were looking for it. That's exactly what this was, because when we went into this store, like, it had a bunch of furniture outside, like really cool chairs and tables and stuff just stacked up. And then when we opened the door, I was like, oh, I know I'm in the right place, because stuff was stacked everywhere. I mean, from floor to ceiling, wall to wall, stuff was everywhere. And I love it because you gotta hunt for it. You know, it's like digging for treasure. And so I was so excited, I could hardly contain my excitement. And then in the middle of it, it had this really cool metal spiral staircase. So there were things jam-packed upstairs. There were things jam-packed along that spiral staircase, because there was, obviously the walls were packed with different art, but then along the walls, along the spiral staircase, there were shelves. So you could actually be on the steps and reach over and find an item. And then downstairs, of course, when you got to the bottom of the spiral staircase, it just seemed to go on forever. And I almost bought, it was a vase that had Japanese writing on it, right? And it was cute. It was something I was like, oh, this is cute. I can put some flowers in this. I like this. But it wasn't anything that I loved. And I was holding on to it because I liked it, but I didn't love it. you know, and I was debating in my head, okay, am I going to just get this? Am I going to do like break my own little personal rule where I'm just getting something just because it's in Japan? And I know I didn't want to do this. And I was sitting trying to convince myself, like, I like it. The colors are great. You know, it's pretty, but it just wasn't the piece. But I was going to probably get it if I didn't find anything, right? I was getting to that mode and I was like, ah, oh, I can't do it like that, right? And that's when I spotted this piece. I just needed a moment. This, y'all, is a vintage ashtray. Ashtray, right? This thing is heavy. It's made out of solid iron. It's heavy. And so it's so cool. Okay. So this part comes up. This is where they stored the tobacco. Okay. So the tobacco went in there. And then I guess you put your lid on it afterwards. And then you put your cigarettes here. So, you know, you're smoking or whatever, you want to set it down. You put your cigarettes there on the little ridges. And then, of course, the ashes would fall inside, right? How adorable. Like, how, like, it's so unique. It's so different. It's so cool that I was just like, I have to have it. And so what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put my incense in it. So, and I'm going to burn my Palo Santo sticks in it. So this is what I mean. I'm going to find like a little brass incense holder, you know, the ones that just hold one stick, the little short ones. And I'm going to put that in the center. And then I'm going to have that stick of incense, one stick at a time, of course, standing up, burning that. How cute is that going to be? Let alone the smell, right? And then, of course, I'm going to use the side part for burning my sticks, my Palo Santos sticks. So, like, the plan is already there. And I fell in love with it. I could not leave this there. I love stuff like this. It's so different. It's so unique. It's a great conversation starter. Every time I see this, I'll think about, you know, me and my daughter digging in that thrift store, you know, vintage store, finding something like this. So I will always cherish really all of these pieces, you know, the cup, the spoons, all of these are just going to bring, you know, keep these memories alive for me of my time there. Then the last piece, I think that's it. The last piece is really the first thing that I saw in Tokyo that I wanted to buy. I ended up going back to get it, I think, on my last night there. And this was, they packaged this. I already unboxed it, but this was from a store called Frank. Beautiful. The way they wrapped this was just beautiful. I mean, like, she did an amazing job. Like, and this is what I brought in my carry-on, because I wasn't putting that in my suitcase. Everything else was wrapped really great. You know, even this piece, they did a great job with wrapping this, bubble wrapping it, and so I was able to put that in my check bag. But this item here, I was like, oh no. So this is this piece here. And I can find this in the States as far as the function of it, but not the style of it. Like, come on. So you got the coffee cup, teacup. Look at that handle. Can y'all see that? And then you got the little, you know, the brass outlining that. Then this is what I saw. The handle about made me want to throw my phone across the other side of the store. And this is what I said you can find really anywhere. And so this is for your loose leaf tea. So, you know, you put your loose leaf tea in there, pour your water in there, of course, let it steep. And then, of course, you do your do, right? So this was, like I said, my first day there, I think I saw this, and it stayed on my mind the whole time. I was like, I have to go back and get this. I have to. And I am totally in love with this. I can hardly wait for my next cup and conversation where I'm going to have this, you know, and do my interview and have some great conversation and enjoy this great cup. This one or this one, either one, I'm going to love it. But this right here, love, love, love. So that's the end of my mini Tokyo haul. And I hope you all have enjoyed it. I hope that you, on your next vacation, whether you're traveling internationally, whether you're doing a vacation or you're doing a daycation, where you're just going to another city for the day, or you're just doing a weekend getaway, please make the time to go someplace different. Life is so short. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can plan for what it is you want to do, but definitely make the time to just go see something new. Bring something back for yourself that you really enjoy, that will just, bring those wonderful memories back to you. And that's really all I want to say at this point, when it comes to traveling, when it comes to, just making time for yourself, making time to do some things that, and let me say this too, when you do go on a vacation, whether it's a daycation, like I said, whether you're just going away for the day or the weekend, or you're grabbing that passport and you were like jetting out of here, when you go, make sure you go to places that are off the beaten path. Okay, now make sure you stay safe. Okay, be smart about it, but don't just go to the places that are just designed for the tourists. Now, I did all of that because Tokyo, hands down, some amazing places for tourists to really enjoy. But I also love the fact that I got the chance to go to where, real people live, eat, work, all of that good stuff. And definitely, do the same thing for yourself. Go to those places that, everybody else isn't going to. You're going to find some great people. You're definitely going to find great food, and you'll definitely find some wonderful, wonderful things to be able to choose and bring back for yourself to enjoy. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to burn my incense. I'm going to pick out my outfit from my shoes. Oh, I can wear them shoes with that hat. Y'all, all the things. I'm definitely gonna make me a cup of tea, because I've been wanting to open these things up for the past week since I've been back. So thank you for watching this. If you enjoyed it, definitely hit the like button. Leave me some comments. What are some of the things that you love to shop for when you're going on vacation, or what is something that you hope to shop for on your next vacation? And let me know where you're planning on going next, and let me know if you've added Tokyo to your list. I certainly hope you have, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Peace.